What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. As you can see on the screen, I built a bronze team for the bronze tournament. I wasn't going to play it, but then I thought, do you know what, let's just give it a shot. Why the hell not? Let's try it out, let's see if we can win it, because I thought, if you do win it, and if it's easy to win, like the bronze cup usually is, if you can find opponents, it'll be like 5,000 coins every time, plus a premium coin pack, which will be a minimum of like 4,000 coins. So, you know, 9,000 coins for 4 games, potentially. Yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. So, I bought a pretty decent team. Like, I kind of just went for a few OP players. I wasn't really overly bothered with chemistry, although we did get 86 chemistry out of the team. And what I mainly went for was just players with like really advanced stats in areas where it suited me, so that we could try and win this tournament. Now, it's only out for 2 days. So, you know, I was sitting there thinking, you know, maybe we get a first win would be great. A second win would be fantastic. A third win would be unbelievable. Because if you did win it 3 times, let's say you literally won it 3 times in a row, 12 games, take you about 4 or 5 hours to do so, and could potentially make you anywhere up to like 45 to 50,000 coins plus match bonuses. So maybe 60 to 70,000 coins. It would be a huge, like kind of positive for the series and for the club. And we start things off against a 5 at the back team. I take a free kick with max power and he floats it home into the back of the net. We go 1-0 up after just 3 minutes, which was obviously very nice. And bronze teams for me, I don't play with bronzes often, so I didn't know what to expect from these bronze players. I didn't know much about the bronze players. I wasn't really like familiar with what foot each one of them was, what skill moves they had, you know, what kind of strengths and weaknesses each one had. So it took me a while to really kind of get used to the team. But eventually Max Power again, after 67 minutes, scores an absolute banger from range. And that's why I really bought him, is because he has the most shooting, or the 3rd most shooting for any bronze player in the entire game, which is absolutely insane. We do eventually get a 3rd goal as well, another cross-body shot on the keeper there in the 72nd minute, which inspired my opponent to rage quit, which was pretty good. Now, the Bronze Cup, I've played previous FIFAs, and I always see issues about it on Reddit, where people struggle with the Bronze Cup to get opponents. Like, by the time you get to the semi-final or the final, because so few people play the tournament, you just don't get opponents, or like it's really hard to get opponents. So I was worried that it would be the same for this tournament, and I was also worried that if potentially I do get opponents, it might only just be great opponents, because who else is going to play this? But then I also thought it actually might be easy to win, because if only bad people are playing this because they can afford bronzes and good people don't want to waste their time on this, then what you're going to get a lot of teams like this with just like a whole bunch of non-rares that aren't really worth anything, and teams that have just thrown a team together to give it a shot. And you might end up finding yourself playing against bad player game after game after game. So I thought, yeah, let me really give this a go. For me personally, I only had this evening that I was actually playing to win this tournament, because I knew I was going to be busy today, which is the day that it ends, and yesterday, which is the full day that we had of it. So I only had the first night that it came out to actually try and do it. We ended up getting into the 2nd round and we score a goal to make it 1-0, which was obviously very nice. Lovely little through ball there. Brilliant play from Max Power. Another fantastic finish from him to make it 2-0 after 44 minutes. And again, I was sitting here now thinking, nice, we are into the semi-final, no problems. Should be an easy game to kind of see out. And in the 48th minute, Key came on as a sub. Banging shot, banging goal, 3-0. And my opponent again decided to rage quit. So we get 2 3-0 rage quits in a row. I see myself through to the semi-final. I was very happy. I'm now just 2 wins away, and with 2 rage quits, how quickly you get through this. There was actually someone on Reddit that had won it 3 times within like the first 2 hours, and he provided proof as well, because he just kept getting rage quit, which is great. And as you can see, I dominated the game. We get into the semi-final of the tournament now, and we come up against, if I remember, it's quite a nice team. Yeah, an English team, a lot of like a fair few rares, a lot of pace in his team, but ultimately a lot of non-rares, which is, although non-rares don't necessarily mean bad, the non-rare bronzes are literally the worst of the worst. So very happy to get this team as my opponent. However, things started off pretty bad for us. A 1-2 through the middle of my defense sends him through after 16 minutes. I was unable to get back up and catch up with him. He scored to make it 1-0 after 16 minutes. But this was a goal fest of a game, and this was actually a game where I was in control. I never felt like I was going to lose the game, for sure. We get a penalty after just 20 minutes. Ledbetter steps up to take it. For some reason, he was default on my on my set pieces. So Ledbetter takes a penalty, scores a penalty, and goes 1-1. And you saw the guy there got a yellow card. And what this guy did a lot is he slid a lot. Like, honestly, slide tackles. I don't know if we actually see any of it here, but there you go. Slide tackle on Kelly in the box there. Fortunately and unfortunately, he missed it, because if he hit it, it would have been a red card and a penalty. Game over. He missed it. I still scored with 2-1 up, and he kept doing that as his defensive method, and I found it really easy to break him down. Although I didn't score as many goals as I thought I wanted to or could have done, I did find it really easy to kind of create chance against this guy. However, my opponent did equalise at 2-2 after 32 minutes, which was a little bit disappointing for me. As I say, you know, I was in control of this game, and then eventually even took the lead. A great ball into the middle of the box there. I kind of backed off expecting the pass, and then I backed off to the line waiting, trying to see if I could block the shot. I went 3-2 down. It wasn't a problem. We pulled the game back pretty quickly. You see him have the goal there straight from kickoff here. Holmes with the heel-to-heel flick. I did lose possession of the ball, but watch this guy's defense. Look how static they are. They're just not moving. They're not doing anything. And when I stole the ball back here with McDonald, it didn't take me long to get back through. Horgan with a ball roll threads it through to Holmes. Holmes finesses it in. 3-3. Game on again. I'm thinking brilliant, happy days. But then the worst thing happened. I got into the box. I've got the ball, he slides, he takes me down. It would 100% have been a penalty. Not only did the game disconnect, he definitely didn't rage quit. It meant that I had to replay the semi-final because of the way, if I was in the lead, I would have got the win. If I was losing or drawing, I have to replay the game. But this is when FIFA went down. Like, you couldn't enter into matches. You couldn't basically do anything. Some people couldn't get online. You couldn't enter into games. When I eventually got back into FIFA, the fitness of my bronze players was low. I had to replenish their fitness. So again, I'm running out of time, but there was still problems with FIFA throughout the whole night. I did manage to get one game before Ultimate Team went offline again for maintenance, I do believe it was. And we came up against this guy here in the cup with my gold team, with my regular team. He's got 5 I Man of the Match cards: Villa, Pirlo, Gerrard, Lampard and Cole. On top of that, he's got a pretty nice team: Giovinco, Cazorla, Bellerin, Koscielny, Smalling and Petr Cech in net. So, you know, he's got a pretty nice team there. A team that's not going to be easy to beat for sure. And things started off pretty well for him, actually. He created a couple of chances, and his best chance there coming that my goalkeeper saved. Long throw out, 2 passes later, we're down the right-hand side with Gareth Bale. He plays a crazy good ball all the way out to Ivan Perisic. Perisic with the spin inside, shoots and scores 1-0 after 13 minutes, and a brilliant goal to give us the lead. Into the second half now, 65 minutes in. Ashley Cole intercepts the ball into Santi Cazorla. DeMarcos intercepts again, but gives it away to Pirlo. Pirlo plays a through ball to Giovinco. Giovinco gets in, shoots and scores. Really nice goal. Can't take anything away from it. Poor defending from me. Poor possession play from me. But, you know, he took his chance really well and scored the goal. We end up getting another chance after 80 minutes. Luka Modric plays a clean through ball to Gareth Bale. We've got a 2-on-3 situation here. Gareth Bale gets into the box, sheds off the defender, that good strength, plays it to Perisic. Perisic shoots, Perisic scores to make it 2-1 after 80 minutes. And there was time for another goal in the 88th minute. Luka Modric here picks up the ball off the corner. Couple of drag backs, puts that to the far post, and there is Icardi to make it 3-1. Absolute destruction from Icardi with the header there. I wasn't really happy with this team though. I wasn't enjoying the fact that I've got Icardi and Perisic when I could have Neymar and Suarez. So we can see the goal in the 90th minute, and I think at that point I've decided now to sell a lot of my team. I was in Ultimate Team, but I couldn't get into games. So when the maintenance was there, I was able to do my best. But this is the game that we played them with. We end up winning 3-2, a nice win, 519 coins. And now, guys, I'm going to take you into a live section of the video where you'll see what changes I've made with the team, what I've done with the bronzes, and where the club is currently at. Let's go. So, guys, that takes us to where we are right now, and I just want to show you what's been going on. I tried to win that bronze cup. Oh, I finally sold Ledbetter. I bought him for 1,000, sold him for 1,200. Made some good profit on some bronze packs that I opened and made. As you can see there, I sold Icardi for 77k, made a bit of profit on him. Sold Leyoun for 100k. I sold Power for 9.5k. Mouzinho went for 7.5k. Perisic went for 79k. We bought him for 65k. So another nice little bit of profit there. Holmes, I end up selling. I think I bought him for 18k. Sold him for 22. Melling, I bought for 6k or 6.5k. Sold for 8k. And that takes care of pretty much everything there. There's a few things that obviously didn't sell. As you can see, this Horgan hasn't sold. I went for 5.8. He's probably not going for that much now because the tournament, is it finished yet? It finishes in an hour and a half. He's actually still more than, what's his low been? 7.67, 6.8. Let's see if we can get rid of him for 6.5. We'll still make a little bit of profit on him. And happy days. I also packed another Hindman, as you can see here, although there seems to be a considerable number more of him on the market now, and he looks to be going for around 2,000 coins. So I'll list him up for 1,700. Screw it, let's get rid of him just to get rid of him and relist everything else. So as you can see, we've got 45,000 coins. I've made some changes, some big changes. I played another game with that team that I had, that you would have seen earlier on. I tried to win the bronze tournament. I couldn't end up winning the bronze tournament, and then I've only just been able to get back on the account now. And as I say, there's only 90 minutes before the next new tournament comes out. So I did make some changes with the team. We obviously had the midfield and defense is the same. The goalkeeper is the same. We did have Perisic and Icardi up front. I've changed that for Neymar and Suarez, and it's crazy how I've gone full circle. I bought Suarez for 110. I bought the 90 Neymar for 103. Most likely, knowing my luck, this Neymar's now at like 95 or some crap. Actually, it looks like he's up to like 110 or so. That's pretty decent. So we could potentially have made a little bit of profit on Neymar. Okay, there's one for 109. So yeah, about the same for Neymar. This is the team we're going to use for the next Division 1 run. And what I did in the meantime was I built another team because I really want a backup team. I want basically a fitness team that I can play in the Gold Cup with. And I don't know really what I want to do with it. We've got Cerner here, so I figured maybe let me try playing Cerner in midfield. I could sell him. His price is about 50,000 coins right now, which wouldn't be too bad. 49k there. We've got 45k in the bank, which is pretty decent. We've got a pretty decent team. I went and bought Yaya Toure, so we've got Toure, Company, and Clichy down that left-hand side. We've got Hesse, Castro, and Rakitic there. So I want recommendations for building this new team. A lot of what's in this team is the untradables. But basically, I want... Who would you put... I've got basically 45,000 coins to work with. Who would you guys put in the team right there? Or just... If you want to just send me teams, maybe send me teams on Twitter with... Make sure to keep that Clichy, Company... Toure partnership down that left-hand side, because I will be using those. I kind of like... I want to use Castro and Hesse, because Hesse for me is just crazy good. He's played a lot of games for me, and Castro is actually amazing. So there's no point really spending money on a new striker or a new left forward because we've got them there. What I'd rather do is keep a coin balance, like a total of coins like we've got here, for potential new tournaments and such. So a right back here, we could put... The thing is, Mustafi probably won't be in the team, which means Alves probably won't be in the team. And it'll probably be... I think I've got the goalkeeper that I want. It'll probably be Navas. It'll probably be Pepe. And it'll probably be Carvajal. Because then all the chem links will be perfect. And then at right wing, it'll probably be Tello. And that'll be the team. Or I could put... Cerner in at right back, or I could use Cerner as a super sub, as we explained on stream the other day. I've already got the 10 players here that I'm going to be using for fitness, so I'm going to need 2 substitutes to use as super subs. Oh, I bought Marlos as well. I forgot about that. I bought him for 22k, I think, and then 21k. And then when I tried to, when I did actually buy him, there were no more on the market. And as you can see here, he's up to 27k. But I could use Marlos. The reason why I bought Marlos is because I could put Marlos in there and then Cerner in here. But obviously then there's lack of links for Rakitic, even though he gets enough. Also Marlos gets enough. I'll be able to get them both to 8 chemistry. And then Cerner is going to get 3, potentially 4 chemistry, which with the team chem would be enough to give him a boost in stats rather than a detraction in stats, which would make him a good midfielder. In fact, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. And then we can play Pepe at centre-back and Carvajal at right-back. Let's actually go and buy the players that we need for that, because I've got the coins for it. So let's go and get ourselves a Pepe. Pepe. And obviously, this is literally just going to be a fitness team, but I wanted a fitness team for online rather than for offline. I'm at the point where I'm kind of bored of playing offline. Jesus Christ, man, what has happened to Pepe's price? Remember when we built a team when I like invested in players? Didn't I invest in like a whole bunch of Pepe's for like 1,600 coins? Why is he now 2,900 coins? I'm going to need one with, I guess it doesn't matter, one game with low fitness isn't too bad, but we'll put him into the team as our first centre-back. And then, yeah, Carvajal or even Danilo. I think the upgraded Carvajal is probably where we'll go. But still, guys, recommend me teams that you would like me to build. But we've now got a balance of coins. Tell me he's not like 2k or more. Yeah, there we go. I need the upgraded, the 82 there. Yeah, I'm happy to keep a balance of coins to allow me to continue building teams for new tournaments that come out. I'm really frustrated with myself. I'll show you the club real quick. Well, we've got 399 with a Guardian on as well. We'll take him. I kept loads and loads. I did bronze pack method for a while yesterday, just really late at night while I was waiting for a video to render, and I kept all the English bronze players because I thought, let me just literally build one of these Englishmen and see if I can win the tournament, and I just haven't had time. I literally just have not had time. So let me apply a contract to Keylor Navas to give him the contract. So this would be a pretty interesting team. It's not quite 100 chem yet, but it can potentially get to 100 chem with a Brazilian, probably like a Croatian League One manager or a Brazilian La Liga manager. That's kind of what we need here. Let's swap this manager out. So we definitely have a Brazilian manager. So he would give obviously the chem to Marlos, and then if we change him to La Liga. Now the only problem here is, do we have a La Liga? We do. Do I want to waste on him? Because the only problem here is now Cerna doesn't get the chem boost. So what we could do is a Croatian League One manager and have Marlos not, like, I don't really care about Marlos. So let me go buy a Croatian manager real quick. And I apologise if this video now has become super long again. I don't anticipate it to be too long, but nation Croatian. That rhymes. Banter. Croatia, and the league doesn't actually matter just because hello, there we go. Oh wow, there is one there, BBVA. That is perfect for us. That's exactly what we want. Only 500 coins for that as well. I think that's actually a bargain. I think you won't find many more Croatian La Liga managers for that cheap. I don't know why I was sitting like that angle there. This is the angle I need to be. So I think that won't quite get us to 100 chem yet, but it's got us to 96. And then after 10 games, we'll get two. Oh no, these are all on 10. We'll get one more for Marlos and one more for Torre. That'll put us to 98, which will be a lot of good chem points for the bonus chemistry. So Cerna there on 3 chem. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. What does he get in that side of things? Also 3 chem. Rakitic doesn't quite get what we need out of him there. But I think Cerna on 3 chem. Let me just quickly work this out. So let me show you guys. Basically, you get 0.75 per point for individual chem. So he's going to get 2.25. You get 2.5% from team chem. So he's going to get 2.4. He's actually going to get 4.6 to 4.7 like individual chemistry in game, which is going to give him negligibly low stats, which means he's basically going to play amazing in this midfield slot right here. So I'm happy to have Cerna there. We'll at least test him out as a fitness player for a few games. This as a fitness team is pretty damn good, and it allows us 2 positions to have a couple. Obviously we don't need Neuer on the bench because he doesn't lose fitness, and here are all the players. As I said, I kept all the English players. I had a load of MLS players anyway, but I also kept all the English players. But this now allows me to add a couple players on, like Sané and Sansone as kind of backup players to use as super subs. This would be the second string team. I don't know how the fitness is for this one, but I don't care if I lose with this one. I'm going to use this one just to boost the fitness of these guys, which right now is actually quite high. So I might use this team first and then use the second team. But it also leaves us with a nice healthy coin balance of 40,000 coins, plus probably somewhere around 20,000 coins worth of sellables, maybe even 30,000 coins worth of sellables on the bench and in the club with players' consumables that I'm yet to sell. We've actually just sold something there. Did we sell Heinemann? Did he go? Yeah, there you go. He went. So we've got 41,000 to explore more players that we can use as super subs. Maybe for the main team, maybe for the second team. So let me know in the comment section what player you would like to see me buy as a super sub. This is going to be the end of the video here though, guys. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.